I made $190,000 last year at only 19 years old while being a full-time college student. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly where every single dollar came from. I'm going to give you the complete breakdown of what type of content I created to make this kind of money, my additional revenue streams that made me extra income for the same amount of work, and the exact steps you can take to start making money online as soon as next month. I'll also cover my biggest and lowest earning month throughout the year so you guys can get a realistic understanding of how consistent or inconsistent revenue streams are with this type of business. And if any of that interests you even a little bit, make sure to stick around until the end because this video is honestly packed full of information that most people charge thousands of dollars to teach. But I don't care. I want to help you guys succeed. All right, for starters, how in the hell did I make all this money at my age while juggling college classes, exams, and a social life? Right now, I'm 19 years old and in my sophomore year at a state university in Ohio studying communications. However, my entire life, I have been absolutely obsessed with storytelling and creating content. I started my first YouTube channel back in 2016 when I was just 10 years old, filming Minecraft gameplay videos with terrible audio quality and even worse commentary. And now, nearly 8 years later, after posting literally thousands of videos across multiple channels, failing more times than I can count, and learning from every single mistake, I finally cracked the code and figured out a repeatable system to grow successfully on social media and actually make real money from it. The channel that absolutely changed my life and kickstarted everything for me was built slowly over the span of about 18 months, but then ramped up incredibly fast after I discovered a channel in my niche that was absolutely exploding with views on YouTube Shorts. I had been posting motivational and personal development content to my channel inconsistently, but I never had a clear strategy on how I could successfully monetize this kind of content and actually turn it into a real business until I found the absolute perfect channel to model my content after. This channel was crushing it with both short-form and long-form content. However, at the time, the only thing I really cared about was studying their shorts, because that's where the massive view counts were coming from. They were making simple 20 to 45-second motivational videos showcasing powerful life lessons, deep philosophical concepts, and mental health advice, all while adding engaging voiceover narration to explain each concept and using trending sounds and music to make it all come together perfectly. Now, all of this might not sound like a huge breakthrough. I mean, it was just another motivational channel, right? Well, to me, at that specific time in my life, this was exactly what I desperately needed. A channel that was in my exact niche of personal development and motivation, making videos that were highly monetizable, that were consistently getting millions and millions of views every single month, and most importantly, helping real people change their lives. To most people scrolling past, this probably just looked like another random self-improvement channel. But to me, studying every single detail with intense focus, this was an absolute goldmine of opportunity. I started creating and posting videos every single day using the exact same video concepts and ideas I saw working on this channel, but I added my own unique perspective and personal stories to make them authentically mine. If this creator made a video about signs you're mentally stronger than most people, I would make my own version called Signs You're More Mature Than Your Age. If they made a video about habits that changed my life in 30 days, I would create college habits that transformed my grades and mental health. The pattern continued like this for months. Was I directly copying their ideas and format? Yeah, 100%, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. But here's the critical distinction that most people completely miss. I wasn't stealing their exact videos or re-uploading their content. I was studying what was already proven to work and adapting those successful concepts to my own unique voice, experiences, and audience. And that's completely fair game. That's actually what the smartest and most successful people on YouTube do every single day. You don't need to completely reinvent the wheel and come up with some revolutionary, never-before-seen content idea to blow up a channel and build a successful business. You just need to find proven creators who are already crushing it in your niche and strategically replicate what's working for them while adding your own authentic twist. Why would I waste months or even years trying to randomly come up with brand new viral video ideas through trial and error When I can simply look at the data, see exactly what's already working incredibly well on YouTube right now, and create my own unique version of that proven concept. It's simply using the resources and information that are freely available all around you to massively accelerate your growth and success. Think about it like this. If you were seriously trying to become a professional bodybuilder but had zero experience with proper workout routines, nutrition tracking, supplement protocols, and recovery strategies, do you honestly think you would achieve your physique goals without studying what other successful bodybuilders are doing to build their incredible physiques? Absolutely not. But if you intelligently modeled your entire training program, diet plan, and supplement stack based on someone whose body you wanted to look like, and then you put in consistent time, energy, and disciplined effort over many months, chances are you would eventually transform into that bodybuilder you always dreamed of becoming. Really think about that concept for a second. It's the exact same proven principle for YouTube, social media, and building any kind of successful online business. Now that I've thoroughly covered how I got started and the specific type of content that I create, I want to give you a realistic breakdown of the kind of money you could potentially expect to make if you were following the exact same strategy and putting in similar effort as me. Keep in mind, I'm not going to share the precise amount I made every single month, because that would make this video way too long and honestly a bit boring. However, I definitely want to cover my absolute lowest and highest earning months of the entire year, so you can clearly see how much income actually fluctuates based on current events, trending topics, seasonal changes, and how consistently you're posting content. November was actually my lowest earning month of the year for multiple personal reasons. I was completely overwhelmed with midterm exams, I got sick for almost 2 weeks, and I honestly just couldn't maintain my usual posting schedule, which directly affected how many views the videos I did manage to post actually received. YouTube Shorts feeds heavily off momentum and consistency, so when you take an extended break from posting for several days, or even a full week, the algorithmic momentum your channel has built starts to rapidly slow down, and your reach decreases significantly. At least that's exactly what I've experienced and observed. But in November, I made a total of $4,233 from all my social media platforms combined. This included YouTube Shorts ad revenue, TikTok creator rewards, and some additional passive income streams that I'll explain in detail in just a minute. My highest earning month of the entire year was actually July, where I made an absolutely insane total of $23,871. Again, this was a strategic combination of YouTube Shorts revenue, TikTok monetization, sponsorship deals, and other additional income sources that required minimal extra work beyond what I was already doing. This month was honestly crazy and almost felt unreal because I started the first 2 weeks of July only making around $5,000 total. But that's when I made the decision to completely lock in, eliminate all distractions, and consistently grind out longer short-form videos that were over 1 minute long so I could simultaneously earn money from both YouTube and TikTok from the exact same pieces of content. I was essentially doubling my income stream potential and opportunity by simply posting the same video to multiple platforms. This was also the first full month that I was officially monetized on TikTok and received my invitation to the TikTok Creativity Program Beta, which adds a substantial additional bonus payment at the end of every month based on how well your videos performed in terms of watch time and engagement. It's honestly such an incredible program that TikTok is running for creators, and not nearly enough people know about it or talk about how lucrative it can actually be. And yeah, those are my absolute highest and lowest earning months of the entire year. Every other month fell somewhere in between those two amounts, and you could easily do the math yourself if you wanted to figure out what I made on average each month. Obviously, I had some exceptionally high months, especially during summer when I had way more free time to create content, but there were also some significantly below average months during the school semester that you absolutely need to take into serious consideration if you're thinking about pursuing this type of business full-time. Now here's a detailed pie chart breakdown of where that total of $190,000 came from throughout the year. Obviously, the largest majority of that income came directly from YouTube Shorts ad revenue, which accounted for approximately 62%. However, if I had only stuck exclusively to YouTube and never made the transition into earning money from TikTok or developing my other passive income streams, I would have only made roughly $118,000. Obviously, that's still a life-changing amount for a 19-year-old college student, but it clearly shows you that strategically having multiple diversified sources of income from the same content really adds up significantly over time. TikTok monetization made up about 28% of my total annual income. I explained earlier about the TikTok creativity program, but the key is making videos longer than 1 minute that provide genuine value and keep viewers engaged the entire time. This was honestly challenging at first because TikTok users typically have extremely short attention spans. But once I mastered the skill of hooking viewers in the first 3 seconds and maintaining that engagement, the money started flowing in consistently. That final 10% of my income pie chart came from strategic brand sponsorships and affiliate marketing, which required almost zero additional work beyond what I was already doing. I partnered with brands that authentically aligned with my content and values, things like productivity